Namaskaram all Atmas. Today we are going to see Taittiriya Upanishad. Here in chapter 2 we are going to talk about what this Upanishad does. Upanishad shows the mankind the virtues what one has to gain in themselves to release their karmas and move in the path of moksha. Here the Guru tells to his disciples how one has to build their virtues. The Guru who has taught Vedas to his disciples says, having taught the Veda, the teacher instructs the people, speak the truth, do your duty, do not neglect the study of Veda. After bringing to your teacher the reward that is pleasing to him, do not cut off the line of the progeny, do not swerve from truth, do not swerve from duty, do not neglect well-being, do not neglect prosperity, do not neglect the study and the teaching of Veda. So here the teacher tells his disciples that one should follow the path of truth, for which one should not give up the reading of Veda or following the teachings of Veda. He says, speak the truth, do your duty, do not neglect the study of Veda. So, after doing the duties which teacher has told to the student, you are having brought reward to the teacher. What is the reward to a teacher? One who learns what is taught by a teacher perfectly and follow it with due diligence, with all respect, that gives pleasing reward for the teacher. So after doing this, once the education is over, he says you should follow, do not cut off the line of the progeny, that is, you have gained such a knowledge, you should not deviate from it, the righteous path. Do not swerve from the truth, always go in the truthful path. And always do your duty, because when you do your duty, your karma releases. So you have to follow the path of fulfilling your duties. Do not neglect well-being. That means what? You should take care of your body, mind and soul. You should keep your body fit and should keep your mind peaceful, truthful, so that the soul can release the karmas and attain moksha. Do not neglect prosperity. Prosperity in the sense good health, good knowledge, good wealth. When you have good health and good knowledge, wealth will come. So all these things, happiness is part of prosperity. Peacefulness is part of prosperity. So one should not neglect this prosperity. That means one should not go in the wrong path, gain distress, then sorrow, all these things they should avoid. They should remain peaceful at all times. Do not neglect the study and the teaching of Veda. Veda should be done. Then next, do not neglect the rights due to the gods and the ancestors. So one should follow the rights. Rights means the duties, the rituals what you have to do. That is the offerings what you have to make to God and your ancestors. One should not neglect. Let your mother be to you like a god. Mata, Pita, Guru, Devam, Rakshasa. So first thing is Mata is Guru. Mata is God. Let your father be like a god. Let your Guru be like a god. So Mata is God, Pita is God, Guru is God. They are the living gods. Let the guest be like a god. That's why Atiti Devo Bhava, the guest is a god. Whatever actions are blameless, those should be performed and not others. So any actions that you are supposed to do, you have to analyze whether it is blameless, whether it is in the virtuous path, whether it is in the truthful path, and it won't harm anybody. All these things you have to analyze through Atma Vicharana, and if that is satisfying, then you can do that too. Those should be and only those kind of things should be performed, and not anything. You should not do anything which harm others, which create distress to others, so which denigrates the others. Whatever good practices there are among us, they are to be adopted by us, not others. So whatever good practices means the righteous path. You should not have bad habits. You should have divine habits. You should be teetotaler, and you should show our respect to everybody. What is against means hatred, jealousy. All these things should not be there. What are good brahmanas? They are superior to us. They should be given a seat and served by you. So one should respect the brahmanas. Brahmanas means those who have gained knowledge in Vedas, those who are the enlightened souls. Brahmana doesn't mean a Brahmin like that. Any person, there are so many yogis, so many siddhas who belong to other community. Here, question of community is not there. What is needed is what is the level of the enlightenment one has attained. So if you take Ramalinga Adigalar, Yogi Ramalinga Adigalar, so there are divine souls. Shri, they are divine souls. So they are also called Brahmanas. Brahmana means what? One who experienced the Brahman inside them, they are Brahmanas. Not by way of caste, not by way of community. Anybody can become Brahmana. This anybody who has experienced the enlightenment, who has attained the state of Brahman, they are called Brahmanas. Such people who have attained the state of Brahman, enlightenment, such people should be respected and should be served. Whatever you give it with faith, without any, and not without faith. Whatever you give, you have to give with faith, and not for the sake of doing. That is for a pomp and valor, you should not do. Just to show that you have money, you want to show to others that I have money, I am just giving. So anything you do, you should offer as an offering to God. If you are helping the poor, see God in that poor and help them. If you do in that respect, your karmas get released and you move in the path of Mata. But not for the sake of showing to outside people that they are doing help poor like that. Just for the sake of show. Give generously, give with modesty, with fear, with sympathy. So whatever you give generously, wholeheartedly you should give. Because you can't take anything with you physically. Whatever crores you earn, you have to someday, you have to leave everything. But what you can take with you is the punya. So instead of withholding everything, entire money with you, see that what is needed for your family after eating balance. You do good to the society, good to the poor. What happens? This energy in the form of money get converted into the energy of punya, which will come with you and which will annihilate your karmas at the earliest and take you in the path of moksha. So that's why you say every day you should accumulate wealth that comes with you. What is the wealth that comes with you? Is the punya karma. How we can do? Think good to others, do good to others, don't blame others, don't hate others, don't spoil others, don't backtrack others, don't harm others. Always think good for others. If you can help somebody, help them. Otherwise, pray God that they be coming out of the misery. So, always think good, do good. What happens? That accumulates wealth. Anything you are having, give it to the needy. That energy gets converted into punya. If there should be any doubt in your mind with regard to any deed or with regard to any conduct, in that case, conduct yourself as Brahmanas do, who are competent to judge, who are devoted but not led by others, and who are not harsh lovers of virtues. So, if there should be any doubt in your mind with regard to any deed or conduct, suppose you are supposed to do some act, but before you do the act, but you have some doubt on that, whether we can do, whether it is in the right way that we can do this. So, with regard to the conduct also, with regard to the conduct means when you face at an event, at that time, how you react to yourself. Whether you react angrily, whether you react hatredly, whether you react jealously. So at that stage, in that case, conduct yourself as Brahmana do, who are competent to judge. So at that stage, you have to visualize and experience as a Brahmana. Brahmana means one who attained the state of Brahman, who has the enlightened soul. So go inside. So when you face any doubt, what you have to do is, you have to go inside in meditation and do Atma Vicharana. Well, if I do this act, will it harm others? Will it create injustice to others? So in that case, don't do that act. If I am going to do an act which not only satisfies my needs, it also satisfies the needs of the others. It not only gives benefit to him, without damaging or without creating any loss to others. Only such things we do. We are going to create loss to others. We are going to, if others are going to suffer because of your act, we should not do it. Similarly, when you express your conduct, see that you always show love and affection towards us. You always show the kindness towards others. Even the other person instigates you or provokes you to get anger, you should not. You should refrain from conducting in such a negative manner. But at times only when you experience the state of Brahman inside. That means when you see God inside, you see God everywhere. Then when you see God everywhere, the other person, opposite person, it becomes like Atidhi Devo Bhava, as I told you. See God in everybody. When you see God in everybody, what happens? You just hold the hand. Even if they commit something negative against you, you will experience the feeling that it's a release of my negative karma, by which God has sent them to release my karmas. And then, with regard also to persons who have been spoken against, conduct yourself to them as Brahmanas, who are competent to judge, who are devoted but not led by others, and who are not harsh lovers of virtue. What it says is, if somebody says negative against somebody, some other person, you should not just carry away. Nobody in this world are born as a villain, as a negative person. Situations make them. So, before judging a person negatively, even if the society says, even if people say, you should not come to that conclusion. You should see what is the cause behind their acts. Like a Brahman, so as I told you, when you see God inside you, see the God in them, why they have committed, what provoked them to commit before coming to any judgment. So, you should not just carry away by what others say while taking any self-decision on any aspects, on your conduct, on your actions, on deciding about the other person, what is the nature of the person, whether it is good or bad. All these things, you should not just get carried away by what others say. You should judge as if you are in a state of Brahman, where you see God inside you. Think deeply, go deep inside you and see what your Antaratma say about others. This is the rule, this is the teaching, this is the secret of Veda, this is the command. Thus should be unobserved. Thus indeed should it be observed. So, these are the virtues, what has been told. This should be the rule of law. This should be the rule of Vedas, one should adhere in their life, so as to move in the righteous path, so as to move in the truthful path. So while taking any decisions in life, for our own good, or while doing our karmas, what we have to take a decision about others. All these things, what this Veda and Taittiriya Upanishad told, one should follow. This is about chapter 2. We will see chapter 3 again next. Thank you.